So you're in the mood for a big bowl of comfort food right about now. What are you craving? I'll bet one of the first things that comes to mind is pasta, right? Just about everyone loves a big, creamy, cheesy dish of pasta, including me, which pretty much explains the me on the left. After my heart attack 4 years ago, the me on the right decided that instead of piling on lots of meat and cheese and sauces and calories, I wanted to keep my pasta dishes fresh and simple and healthy. That's when I started making lots of veggie-based pasta dishes, like this delicious sauteed collards and whole wheat spaghetti. I'm going to show you how to make it right now. It's really fabulous and you're going to love me for turning you on to it. But first, by way of introductions, I'm Ken Haedrich, Dean of the Pie Academy, and an upcoming site called the Good Cooks Academy. And for the last month, I've been talking about simple foods for hard times, dishes to help us all get through these challenging times that we're living in. Now, if you're not already, I'll put the link below if you want to sign up for our newsletter. And I hope you do, because we all need a little extra support and inspiration these days. So let's jump right in. Get a big pot of water boiling for the spaghetti. As it comes to a boil, we'll salt the water well because pasta needs to be salted internally or it'll taste flat. Oops, a little too much. Let's take some out. We'll add some olive oil too so the pasta doesn't clump together in the pot. Now you can use any spaghetti you like, but I'm really hooked on whole grain pastas. Compared to traditional refined pastas, they're higher in fiber and minerals, so they're extra healthy for you. And I just like the slightly chewy texture and the wholesome flavor. When the water comes to a rolling boil, add half a box of spaghetti. This will make 4 servings. And sort of feather it in like this rather than just dropping it all at once. Helps keep it from sticking together. We'll start checking it after about 8 minutes. Now the acid test for doneness is always tasting, but with spaghetti you can tell a lot by the angle of the droop, or what pasta experts refer to as the droop factor thing. You see this? Not enough droop, so it's not quite done. We'll give it a few more minutes. Now, see the difference? I think we're good. Give it a taste. Oh, perfect. Now set aside a cup of the pasta water. We'll need it in just a minute. Drain the pasta, hit it up one more time with oil so it doesn't stick, and then set it aside. Now the collards. Everybody needs people, and I've got my brother-in-law, Dean, who I can call and say, "Yo, Dean, I need some collards," and he'll go out back to his garden and actually cut them for me. That's his faithful companion, Marco. They're pretty much joined at the hip. If you don't have a Dean, most supermarkets sell collards. The leaves should be lively, not limp, or discolored, or anything like that. See how nice and bouncy these are? After you rinse the leaves, cut out the stems. They're perfectly fine and delicious, but you might want to save them for a soup or a stew because even after you chop and saute them, they're a bit too crunchy for this particular dish. Roll together several of the leaves like you're rolling a cigar, and then slice them thinly. This will give you nice collard shreds. You'll need about this much worth. Now warm 3 tablespoons olive oil, then add 3 cloves of thinly sliced garlic. Heat gently for a minute or 2. You just want to persuade the garlic, not brown it. Then add a pinch of red pepper flakes. And then the collards. I should mention here that collards are a bonanza of healthy benefits. They're high in vitamins A and K, which help protect your bones, and they're also a good source of cancer-fighting stuff. They're definitely in my top 5 veggies. Saute the collards for about 6 to 8 minutes until they're getting good and wilty. You might need to add a little of the reserved pasta water to help them along. At that point, we'll add the drained spaghetti and start combining everything with our tongs. Looks gorgeous, doesn't it? After a minute or 2 of this, we're going to stir in our reserved pasta water and tong it again for several minutes until the liquid is absorbed. The pasta water will help keep the spaghetti a little bit lubricated. Last but not least, we'll sprinkle our pasta with the juice of half a lemon, then work in some grated Parmesan or Pecorino Romano cheese. Now for garnish, I like chopped toasted walnuts and a bit more cheese. If you're a vegetarian, you can garnish with some white beans. And if you're a porkitarian, you could use a little bit of chopped ham. So what do you think? You'd eat that, right? You bet you would. So get busy and find some collards. Eat healthy, stay strong, and we'll see you back here soon.